My name is Steph. I am an African living in New Orleans, working at the intersection of social justice and food and health. And this is my good hair story. So I wasn't raised in the United States, and I had the gift of being raised across Africa, where there were no shortage of examples of beautiful natural hair. And so I didn't really encounter the concept of good hair until I came to the US for college in 2006. And that's when I realized that, kind of according to these new beauty standards, I had good hair. What I did experience a lot of was people stopping me to tell me how great my hair looked, or people asking if they could touch my hair. I used to have hair that was big and long, and the first time I cut it all off was because I was going to do work in a remote village where there wouldn't be any running water, and so it was kind of like a social experiment and something I'd always thought about, and I got to cut it all off, and it was really great and freeing. But I recently cut it all off again about a year ago because I kind of felt as though people were speaking to my hair before they were speaking to me, and that my hair was attracting more attention around aesthetics and femininity and kind of a stereotypical image of what feminine beauty looks like than I wanted. And I kind of felt like I was almost seen as second to my hair, and what I had to say was seen as second to my hair. And so it's been about a year and a half now since I cut it all off, and I'm making a lot of progress. I'm growing it back out again because I actually think that I've kind of come full circle in my own process of recognizing that it doesn't really matter how people read me or my hair, that I am who I am. And so it's interesting to have made that transition just in the past couple of years. I think that as an African woman, I have so much pride in the way that hair is revered and treated and braided and styled. And I do love that the world is kind of awakening to the natural beauty of Black women's hair, whether we're talking about Black women in the United States or Black women in Africa. I love the idea of people reclaiming a sense of power in learning to embrace their hair as it is, but I also feel incredibly gifted insofar as never having to have come to a realization that my hair was beautiful. I also think that one of the privileges of having good hair is that you don't actually need to walk around thinking about it that much. And so I definitely have come to an awareness that having my hair is a weird privilege in and of itself, because it's something that I've been able to love since a young age, and it's something that I've been able to play with. It's something I've been able to own. It's something that I was able to straighten when I wanted to straighten it. But I also really love that I've completely let go of any arduous hair maintenance process that takes longer than 30 minutes, because no beauty standards should push us to have to go that far out of our way to embrace who we are. So I think that we're in a really gorgeous moment, just insofar as women of color embracing their hair, but also, choosing to do elaborate braids with it if they want, that honor African traditions, or just choosing to do nothing with it, which is like what I do. It's really about the freedom of expression through our hair that excites me about this moment. I think good hair is about you or me or the person whose head the hair is on. So if that means that relaxing your hair makes you feel like you can wake up and be prepared and strong and feel beautiful and feel good about the day, then that's good hair. If that means that I can feel comfortable wearing my hair short and not having to do a lot to it, and know that I can look in the mirror and love who I am, I think that's good hair. But we are definitely coming out of a moment where a very oppressive mainstream society defined what good hair was and wasn't. And I think for that reason, it's just really important that each of us as individuals define what good hair means for us, and really holds on to that and owns the fact that we have to answer to no one else other than ourselves about what good hair looks like. in Washington, D.C. From about 2010 to 2013. My hair started out about this length and gradually grew to a very sort of loose afro about this size. And a lot of my friends would hear me complain kind of jokingly about people stopping me, specifically white dudes, stopping me to just let me know that my hair was so amazing, in case I didn't know. And I think for a really long time, my friends thought I was being hyperbolic, but there was this one night where we were out on U Street in Washington, D.C., and I was with a couple of friends, and within 5 blocks, I must have been stopped at least 3 times by 3 different white men who wanted me to know just how amazing my hair was, as if I didn't know myself, and as if they needed to stop my night just to let me know that they thought I was beautiful. And obviously that's coming from a good place, right? But the thing that's so interesting about it is just this assumption that A, I need a stranger to stop me and tell me how I look, and B, that your opinion of my hair matters. And I think that that's really important for me, not just whether or not it's a white man or not, but it sort of blew my friends' minds at the time, because I think they realized in that moment that I wasn't being hyperbolic about just how much unsolicited feedback I received about my hair.